Good night, and welcome to the Halloween Havoc, Quarry Heights Raceway Park, and there's lots of intrigue. Big field here tonight.
A huge field. We haven't had a field this large. 15 cars line up tonight in, I don't know, 12, 15 years. It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. She was a young chick, and she was a young Sheila by the last time we had a field this big. Part of this now, there's a guy in disguise, though. He's in disguise as the points leader, for crying out loud.
How about that? He hasn't won a race in 3 events, but yet he's leading the points. Well, how does that work?
You know what? That's Havoc. But I think, even a blind nut finds a squirrel once in a while. He's found a couple of blind squirrels and some blind nuts. But, a guy that's got a big set of nuts that wants another championship, and he's walling no bones about it, John Wiedemann, he doesn't have a win yet either. Crikey. Yeah.
And we've got hometown hero Matt Hayek, who obviously, loves this place, won the race a year ago.
Right.
Let's see what happens with him. We've got Mike Fitzloff here. We've got the Speart family here.
Yep.
It's a huge field.
Huge field. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go racing. Good night. It's time for the starting lineup for Halloween Havoc on the pole. Winning yet another one in his illustrious career, it's Dangerous Dan Margetta.
Man, that guy, this car isn't even here again. He signed on with this team at the beginning of the year. They still haven't brought his car. They brought it to the last race. They got carjacked.
And look at that. And now he's taking that car all the way to the pole. This guy was on pole until Dan pipped him as part of that. That is Mike Lack.
He's always fast everywhere. You can't ever count him out. 7-time gets that for you.
The guy who says he loves this track more than almost any track. And right now, it's not a bull ring, but it is El Matador, Mike Christoph.
Yeah, El Matador on the road course. Look out.
Your defending champion on this track from last year, Matt Hayek. It's his track.
Hometown.
He loves kissing his sister. That's what they like to say because he wins on this track all the time.
Here you go. This was the people's champ.
The people's champ right now. That's Dean Strom. Crikey, mate. He's going for the championship this year, but he's a champ from 2 years ago.
This guy all the way from South Carolina.
Holy cow, crikey, mate. That is John Shea in the JPS machine qualifying sixth, first time on his track.
That's right. He's never been here before. How about this guy? This is Bill Black. We hadn't seen him much this year.
Bill Black now. He's finally here, and guess what? People love him because he's Bill Black.
Exactly. People love this guy, too. He's a fan favorite. That's Hota Doble.
That's exactly right. John Wiedemann, he is looking a gun and take the points lead tonight.
I think he might do it. Wait here. This is your champ. Now,
this is the champ. Crikey, mate.
Why is he way back here?
Well, because, it's one of those things. He thought he had a fast car, but I think it was just he went out timing a little wrong. That's Joe Heights.
And normally this would be like a normal field, but we're going to keep going today.
Yeah, tonight we got another one. That guy, Chris Speart, he's won a couple of HO Indy 500s. It's his first time on this track, too.
And the cars keep coming on the other side of the bridge. There,
look at this bloke here. He's got a new car. He's bloody fast, too. Too bad he's way back here. Steve Rist, look for him to move up.
Fond du Lac badass.
Yeah, there you go. And this guy here, he's disguised as the points leader for tonight. It's a Halloween.
It's his birthday today.
Yeah, it's his birthday. It's Havoc.
Too much celebrating way back here.
He's got a lot of beads on him, so watch for that in the broadcast. It could weigh him down. Right there, you got Pete Dorn. Look at that in a shiny black car.
Just this from scoring. We want to report that Dan Margetta set a new track qualifying record.
Oh, record.
Oh, a new track record. Criminy, the next guy right there. He wants to make a track record, and that is he wants more points. That's James Speart
doing better here. We haven't seen this guy in a long time.
Not a while, but he's got a couple of 500 wins under his belt, too. That is Mike Fitzloff. Wow. Welcome back, Mike. Wow. And that is a huge field.
For Halloween Havoc. Cue Tom Carnegie with that new track record.
It's your opening full heat race now. And that's going to feature Chris Speart. Dan Margetta is your pole sitter. Bill Black. And John Wiedemann. Early lead is Margetta over Wiedemann. They are not separated by much at this point. Lee Skippy, we're working our way into the final minute of this opening heat race. And after a rather evil lane swap for Dan Margetta, our pole sitter has fallen well behind John Wiedemann.
Yeah, John's got about a 5-lap lead here with a little less than 30 seconds to go. But you know what? Tonight on this particular track, anything can be in play. John's going to go on. He's going to make it to the final. He really wants the points lead like we were saying before. But Dan Margetta, he's been quick tonight, and so don't count him out for transfer. It's going to be tough tonight to get a transfer. There's 2 fast guys at least in every heat.
He's got a big reward. The pole sitter could win well over 100,000 IndySlotCar bucks if you win from pole. So he's going to hope for that transfer. Wiedemann takes the win. We'll see if Margetta can hold on for transfer. Second heat race lining up. This is going to feature your hometown hero and defending race winner, Matt Hayek. And then the Great Pumpkin. That's Steve Rist. Mike Lack, winner of the previous round back at the Turtle Grand Prix. Birthday boy Ev Kamikawa raced his way out of the LCQ. Lack was looking like he was going to have the pole position tonight, and then Dan Margetta pipped him in the last segment of qualifying right at the end to take the point away from Lack. But right now it's Lack and Kamikawa with Riss not far behind, and Hayek keeping it competitive in that red lane, which is the challenge. That outside red lane, you've got that really tight corkscrew corner. Oh, and then we had a crash between the two fast teammates, and that puts Lack behind Kamikawa again. That was our hometown hero right there, Matt Hayek. He was pushing hard, and that car just crashed right out in turn one. He was trying to make up a heap of laps and just pushed it too hard, flipped it right over the gate right there and out. All right, we're in the fast compound here. This massive 5-car team, of course. A lot of data. I see it pouring over the computer. Matt Hayek, is it telling you anything about what happened to end your race early?
Up.
The lead is Steve Rist, almost a lap over Mike Lack, and Ev Kamikawa trying to close in on that second spot and potentially the transfer position. There's about 1:15 to go. This could be an exciting finish for all three positions. They have already passed the transfer position that Dan Margetta set in the previous heat, so the bar has been set higher. The last 10 seconds now. Steve Rist still holding on to a solid 3-lap lead over Mike Lack. Kamikawa about a lap down. I think time is up, and there it is. Steve Rist has moved to the final, and Mike Lack sits on the transfer. And unfortunately, it's just birthday cake for Kamikawa tonight.
Heat race number 3 off and away. Mike Kristoff, Joe Heights, Dean Strom, and John Shea. We already have a problem there for Mike Kristoff right off the bat. Matador issues on the first lap, and Dean Strom with issues on the first lap. But Joe Heights and John Shea streak away to the early lead. This will set the final entrance into tonight's Halloween Havoc. Coming up on halfway through this third and final heat race, Joe Heights right now has the lead by about 2 laps over John Shea and Dean Strom. Are on the same lap battling for that second and possible transfer spot. And we're down to the final minute here in the last heat race of the Halloween Havoc. Joe Heights been in control of this race from the start, continues that way with about 37 seconds to go now. Nobody is on a transfer pace. I think your winner is all that's going to come out of this right now, and that's Joe Heights, who's handily out in front over John Shea in second. Mike Kristoff has battled back to third. Dean Strom in that dreaded red lane has fallen back to fourth. Here we go. It's over. Joe Heights is your winner. Heat race number 3. He joins the Halloween Havoc. It's coming up next here at Quarry Heights.
We're down here at the Halloween Havoc paddock, and the big question is, which driver's going to win this race? Get it? Which driver? Oh, but as Adam said to Eve, quit ribbing me. So we're going over here, Mike Lack. Mike Lack for the fast guys. Mike, you're a fast guy. You're in this race. What do you think?
All I know is I didn't shuffle the damn card.
Because the man who did is this guy right over here. It's not Charlie Brown, but it is a great pumpkin, and when he wears the shirt, he actually wins quite a bit. So, Steve Rist, you're in this final, Mike.
Yes, I am.
And you're going to kick some buns, right? There we go. What more do you need to be said? This guy right here, he's got a good chance of winning his first race of the year and taking over the points lead. John Hota Doble Wiedemann, you're the senior guy on the team. Any team orders?
Makes me a senior guy. Just because I'm old? You're saying I'm old? I can't do this because I'm old? Just wait till you have a birthday. Oh, yeah, hey, happy birthday.
He knows how the game is played. I look for him to win. And we got one more guy right here. He thought he was going to be a little bit faster than he was. He looked really good for the pole, but he looked really, really great in the heat race. Joe Heights!
Here to scare the competition.
No, I'm not really that fast, so really I'm trying to scare the shit out of everybody so they just come off the track.
Mike, you're the bride of Frankenstein with this veil as part of that, eh? So, just go. Look at that Sheila there. Now Sheila hopes to be in victory lane here, so let's go racing.
It is Halloween Havoc, 20 minutes of Havoc.
That's a lot of Havoc.
It is a lot of Havoc, especially at this track. There are many, many places.
I get the feeling it kind of lulls you into a false sense of security, and you don't expect it to suddenly go out, especially in that red lane. Like, there we have John Weedman stuck up top.
Wiedemann in the corkscrew.
It's always the corkscrew. Always the corkscrew.
Always. Black has the early lead over Heights. Wiedemann on the same lap, and Rist right there as well.
Now Rist has a problem. They've all had their issues.
Yeah, and that red lane is a struggle, so what you got to do is just figure out a way to minimize the damage in the first half. And we've got a good battle going for the lead.
Yeah, Mike Lack was holding it, but here comes Joe Heights in that green lane. Is challenging Lack, who's in the preferred yellow lane. It's a pretty good run for Heights. We were kind of ragging on him in the beginning of this broadcast, but he's put it together and is taking it to Lack right now. John Weedman not too far behind, keeping him in sight.
In the background here, you see the catering.
That's right.
Putting away the
Sinbad.
mess here.
Captain Jack here. Catering. If you ever wonder what happened after that pirate movie, when Johnny Depp, they were real famous, and Johnny Depp was
That's right.
popular. Now they're reduced to caterers. That's what happened to all the pirates.
Or is this from the Seinfeld episode?
It could be that too. The puppy shirt.
Puffy shirt.
Puppy shirt. Puppy shirt cooks for the pork now.
Let's check out the corner marshals. These volunteers
Have to stay focused. Those
Absolutely.
cars come by so fast, and he need quick, cat-like reflexes
I mean,
to pick these cars up.
Mike Fitzloff right there is ready to pounce.
You can see right there, yeah.
And Pete Dorn,
Pete Dorn.
that is focus.
Yep,
friends.
look at it. In a trance, almost.
Absolutely. In fact, we hope he's not asleep.
I know, he looks like a statue.
I know. Hopefully he'll move if
Maybe
needed.
that's the wax figure Pete Dorn. It could be.
Yeah. It turns out
Oh, he
they just
moved. It
oh,
moved.
very
It
good.
moved.
Okay.
Now, if we were in a haunted house,
Oh.
that would freak me out.
And John Shea has a very stylish shirt, but he's not paying any attention
It's the race, no.
to his duties as a marshal.
No.
Eb Kamikawa, the birthday boy, instead of marshaling, he just flashes them, and that's how he winds up with all the beads.
Yeah, and then they all crash right there.
Exactly.
Bill's over there.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
forgot Bill.
He's an official marshal. He actually has worked at the full-scale Milwaukee Mile
Right.
as a track
And those are big cars put back in the slots. Danica?
Oh,
Don't
you
put her
wanna
car.
think about it,
No,
yeah.
no.
When she wrecks.
Oh, she'll grab you by the arm and spin you right around.
She dropped the controller, though, just before
That's
she
right.
hit the wall.
Yes.
She taught everybody that.
Yeah, you take your hands off the controller, you don't break your wrists.
Right, exactly. The havoc has continued through this second half. We've got about a minute and a half left. Joe Heights, even though he had a healthy lead, he's just hanging on at this point.
Yeah, the lead is now down to 5, cut in half in the last couple minutes. John Weedman has cut this lead in half. He's down 5 laps, and that was Mike Lack on the fence over there, but
I know we got yellow cars out there.
yeah. But
So
Heights,
the pink and white car, that's Joe Heights.
yeah, the really bright yellow one, the high vis car there is John Weedman. 43 seconds, and Weedman is already cut a half lap into that lead.
He's had a bit of a rough start to his championship defense, but this finally kind of rights the ship.
Yeah, it's been a while since the start of the year. We hadn't seen much of him at the front of the
No,
field.
he made a final, but he finished 4th with a DNF, so this is a big turnaround for him.
Comes another lap he's going to get, but I think he's going to run out of time. Here comes Weedman to go by again.
He's going to get another
He
lap
got
back,
by
but
him.
unfortunately time's not on his side with 10 seconds to go. They are not stopping the clock for Wiedemann because Joe Heights takes the checkered flag at the Halloween Havoc for his first win of the season and holds off John Wiedemann.
Party time down here in Victory Lane with Joe Heights. It's his first win of the season. The beads are flying, the tunes are going. Joe, welcome to Victory Lane. I like it when you win.
It feels super great. I told you. Ooh, yeah. I told you I'd scare the crap out of the competition, and I did.
And it didn't look good in the start. But after qualifying, you were kind of down, but you came through the heats and actually, I think you were the one that people didn't think were going to pull this off, but you took it to Lack. You took it to that whole fast team.
Scaring the crap out of people is my name in the game. They didn't pee the pants, but it looked close. Maybe a little trickle.
Just a little bit.
Just a little trickle.
So is this the start of something that we look forward to now? More
Hope so. Last time I won a race, I kept it going. I didn't stop. I won the championship. Let's see if I could start earlier this year.
What's with the tunes and everything in Victory Lane? What'd you bring with you? Here comes a track owner too.
Dead man, I brought him.
Congratulations, Joe.
Thank you.
You get your name put on the back. You are officially dead.
Oh,
It's all down here from now.
I was falling apart at an early age, but at least I could get some wins in the books.
And the Halloween race, Joe Heights adds his name to the gravestone here.
Heights is awesome. Woo!
Next week, right away, quick turnaround. We're heading to Jackson for one of the fastest races of the year. It's up next. Don't miss it.
The Indy Slot Car Series thanks you for watching the Indy Slot Car channel.